Diedrich Bank is proud to support our local high school sports teams and be the Rep King media sponsor for the 2023-2024 basketball season. Live for today, bank for tomorrow, member FDIC.
On 6'7", sophomore forward, number 34, Chip C. Anderson. Mountain is led by head coach Dale Schuring. And a 6'6" senior guard, number 33, Angelo Sherolino. Mount Carmel is led by... Mount Carmel 16. You got Bob Mars and Karen will treat you.
Coach, talk about going up against Anderson. He was able to get to the hole very easily, but then you guys adjusted very well in the second half.
Yeah, it's what we talked about, at halftime. That was our main focus. I believe he had 16 and a half, if I wasn't mistaken. I'm not sure what he had in the second half, but again, how many? He had 1 point in the second half, so extremely proud of our guys. We've got a great coaching staff with Jared Ash, Mike Glennon, and Brian Daly, and they were key in regards to giving some points and different things that we need to do to make adjustments. It's exactly what the guys did, and again, like I said, they came out aggressively offensively, made good decisions, and then obviously our defense turned into some offense, and we got some transition baskets there in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, I got in foul trouble early, and I was sitting on the bench for a little bit, and I'm doing whatever I got to do to help my team win. So I'm staying energized on the bench, keeping my guys on the bench locked in, and I'm just waiting for whenever coach is ready to put me back in, and I'm going to give it my best, stay smart, and just whatever I got to do, I'm going to do it.
It wasn't so much that we were pushing them out, Tim. What we were doing is we were taking guys off other players to help, right? So we were still trying to three-quarter front them. I think when we switched up Christian and Trey, two different type players, right? I think Trey posed some different problems with him in the paint, got a couple tip outs on him when they tried to enter the ball. He got frustrated, turned the ball over one time on his own. But what we were doing is we were really taking helpers off other guys that we felt were less a threat, because him scoring 16 points in the first half, we didn't feel would be successful. We had another 16 in the second half. So I think it was really our help side defense and two people particularly we played off of to help in the post.
Well, first of all, congratulations, Mount Carmel. I thought they played a fantastic second half, executed everything well, and shot the lights out. The difference was I think they got us a little out of what we wanted to do, and we did not shoot well, unlike them. So I think it boils down to that they executed better than us and hit more shots than us.
You had 16 in the first half, 1 point in the second half. What was so different in the second half that their defense caused you to have tough shots?
I think they started keying on me more, and they switched up the matchup. I still think I could have done more, but I mean, it is what it is.
It's just a good experience to have. I mean, we've grown a lot over the last few years, so I think this is just another stepping stone in the process. So, yeah.
Grant, you as a senior, what like what Lincoln said, feeding off what he said about the experience you guys have been able to make, the school history, getting to state, what's this kind of mean to you?
It means a lot, my last year, giving it all I got. These guys, I believe they're going to continue the program in a good way. So I'm going to play one last game and give it all I got.
Coach, what would it mean to you to win the last game with these seniors? Of course, you have a young group, but the seniors are the ones that lead the way the whole time.
Oh yeah, if you don't have seniors leading the way, your team's probably not going to be very good. Whether they're on the floor or they're your reserves or whatever they are, you got to have seniors and senior leadership.
The NHSA boys
We've got
basketball
a
state
good big
finals
senior
represented
class,
by
and
OSF Healthcare.
they
Let's
came in
introduce
and
the
started
tournament
the turnaround
broadcaster,
when they were freshmen, and they continued it. And it's really nice that they get to finish their senior year at our State Farm Center. Excuse me. The thing that Grant did that when he started, when he became a starter and so forth, is he brought a toughness and a grit that up until that point, I'm not sure we had enough of that. He just doesn't back down from anybody. He just battles. And that's what you want. You gotta have that on the floor, and he's brought that for the 2 years or 2.5 years that he's been part of the varsity team.
It's awesome, looking around our community, we've had a great support. You could tell we had people sitting up in the 200 sections, filling that section out. You look over at Mount Carmel, they don't have that. So, that support was great. I'm sorry that we couldn't pull it out for them, but I appreciate it a lot. All our students coming out, they got the day off of school, and they all still came and supported.
Braden, that dunk you had there in the first half, you guys kind of went on a roll there for the first half, but then it kind of went stagnant through the second half. What do you think changed as far as your offense, and they were able to change a lot on the defensive side?
I just think they started being more aggressive on us, and we came out and kind of punched them in the mouth, but after halftime they came kind of punched us back. So I think they were a lot more aggressive, and they just got the best of us.
I think it's what the kids said in the earlier press conference. They turned their aggressiveness up, kind of got us a little bit out of what we want to do, and we didn't execute great. And then the biggest thing is we just didn't make shots. They shot the ball extremely well, and we didn't, as well as they turned their defense up and got us a little bit out of what we want to do. Yeah, it was just a great two-man situation between him and Lincoln. They kind of lost JC in those scenarios, and he was able to finish whether he was guarded or not. So it was a great start for us. Unfortunately, we couldn't continue it. Maybe a little bit, but overall, I thought the officials did a great job. The biggest thing is is consistency, and I thought they called it the same at both ends. Their best player sat on the bench the majority of the first half, so we probably should have done a better job taking advantage of that, but it didn't really change a whole lot. You got to play more than 5 kids, and our kids are very capable, just like their kids were. We're going to feed them, and we're going to get them rested up the best we can, and they'll be ready to go. They're competitors, and if we have to sub a little bit more, we do. Oh yeah, they never quit, they never have, they never will. They're great competitors. They compete as hard as they can, as long as they can. And like you said, they get to enjoy the experience of this. And not many high school kids get to do that. So it's certainly a blessing, and we're thankful for it. Oh yeah, exactly. And it's the last time they're together. Regardless of how the outcome is, you get to experience here, and they get to play together one last time with a chance to finish the season with a win, which again, only 2 teams per class get to do that. So that's certainly one of the things we look forward to trying to do.
Getting to this point in the season is very hard to do. How do you feel like this experience maybe will catapult next season, kind of the young group you have as well coming back?
Well, you hope it would, but certainly nothing's promised. We certainly have, the possibility of doing well next year, but injuries, sickness, all kinds of things can happen to you along the way. So, we've got a bright future, but to get back here would be special because it is so difficult to do to get out of a regional, yet alone further than that. So, I like our chances, but we got work to do as well.
I wanted to come out and punch them in the mouth, and I got going. My shot was falling, and in the second half, they obviously were a lot more aggressive with me, and they switched up the matchup. But I mean, it is what it is. I still think I could have done more for my team, but I mean, they started doubling on me. I dished out some passes. But scoring isn't all of it, I think I just scored more in the first half than the second half. They started jumping the passes more. Like you could tell in the first half, they weren't as aggressive, nearly as aggressive as they were. But they started jumping the passes. They were in the passing lanes. They definitely were more aggressive with me, and they were shoving me back a little bit. But it's just, I'm used to it. I should be used to it. But yeah, they're definitely just more aggressive. You kind of just got to do it for your seniors. They don't want to end their senior year on a loss, so you just got to. Put it behind you the best you can. It's obviously not what we wanted. Put it behind you the best you can and try and get a dub this next game. Yeah, that's obviously great. Ever since I was a little kid, me and Lincoln would always talk about playing in the State Farm Center. So I just think it's an awesome opportunity, and it's been a big dream of mine growing up. Most definitely, all I would hear about is the talk about, are we the best Mount Zion team ever or whatnot. I don't care about that, but it's just being a part of this great community and this great team and this great run. It's really special. During the season, we would have trouble coming out early, good early. But I think in the second half, we just gotta keep to our strengths, not do anything out of our strengths. keep taking the open shots. I think we definitely rushed some of our shots a little bit, and they let them go on a run. But I think just keep to our strengths. It's not even just basketball, football. It's the same seniors basically on the football team and the basketball team. They guided me, and they brought me under their wing and stuff, and they treated me as their friend. And it's just really special that I got to help make this run for Grant especially. And I mean, they're just all my best friends. So I mean, I wish we could have done more for them, but I mean, just gotta try and end on a win.
It feels great, especially for the community. They've shown overwhelming support throughout the whole thing, and I just want to thank all of them for coming out. And our first game didn't go as planned, but we'll try and give them a show the second game. I'm gonna try and enjoy it as much as I can, but I mean, I'm gonna go with the mentality as my last game. I'm gonna play as hard as I can. I'm gonna help bring a third place trophy to Mount Zion, so I don't want to go out on forks. So I'm gonna do whatever I can, and I hope my juniors and seniors or juniors and sophomores also help me out with that. Looking up and just seeing, you can hear the cheers from up there, which is kind of incredible, and that just makes you want to play harder. And the fact that we didn't get the win is kind of sad, but it is what it is.